Newzik is a tool that helps teachers accomplish a number of goals. Its most simple use is digital sharing and storing of scores. In this video, we'll take a quick look at the Newzik basics and go through how to create a task, specifically how students can record with a backing track. For creating tasks using Practice First, Sight Reading Factory, and Flat for Education, check out our other tutorial videos. Teachers and students can launch Newzik at any point by clicking the Software tab, and teachers can upload scores simply by clicking and dragging, or clicking the plus to upload inside Newzik. Teachers can add annotations and share scores with students through a task, so they can add annotations as well, and even complete recordings. As a reminder for key signatures and accidentals, you can add those in for students, or they can add them in themselves as well. Also reminders or rehearsal notes about dynamics, bowings, and anything else you may share with your students while you're rehearsing or while they're practicing. Teachers have the option to create a live score, which turns a PDF into a notation file for downloading and using with Practice First or Flat for Education or other available notation programs. The time this takes is dependent on the length of the score and the number of parts, because those evaluations are used for future improvements. Let's create a recording assignment with a backing track. I'm going to upload one part from my saxophone ensemble score. Then I'm going to upload a backing track that includes all of the saxophone ensemble parts, so I can create an assignment, share one part with my student, and they can record with the rest of the parts playing. I made the multi-part score in Flat, then downloaded the tenor saxophone part and the MP3 to utilize for this assignment type. Once again, I'm going to add pieces. And once it's finished, I'll use the Add Media option to add an MP3 of the full score. Now that that's complete, I can create a task in Newzik First and attach it to this score, then assign it to just my tenor saxophone students. Let's take a look. I know I want to create this assignment for my saxophone ensemble class, so I'm going to open it up and select Create Task. I can also click Create on the right-hand side. Every task you create will have the same Newzik First elements, starting with Task Basics, any task with any software, or a basic task using elements of the Newzik First classroom. This process gets faster and faster every time because you're seeing the same components over and over again. We'll leave saxophone ensemble selected, of course. We could add this to a unit if we wanted to, but we do have to give it a title. Leave Newzik First software selected and choose Newzik from the dropdown. You'll only see the tools that have been integrated into the software tab of your Newzik First classroom, so your dropdown list will likely look a little bit different than the one you're seeing here on my screen. Leave any directions for your students here in the description field of the task. You can set a due date and a time if you choose, so that is not required. And here, if you uncheck Assign to All in Class, you can choose one of your pre-set up student groups. check out the video on creating classes to look at getting set up with classes and how to best organize them, including creating student groups and, under Section 4 Grading, creating assessment groups. You have the option to add standards if you choose, and if you do want to add this to the gradebook, even though Newzik isn't going to score it automatically, you still can. As I said in my directions, I'm going to set it up for 10 maximum points. I could put it in an assessment group if I chose. And I'm going to choose to switch to points earned, which shows students a numeral, so they'll see 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 instead of 80% or 90%. Then, once I finish those Music First basics, I select Create Task. The most important step when creating a task using any of the software tools integrated into your Music First classroom is to click Open in Newzik. If you don't do this, students will see an error message and they won't be able to submit anything to you. Once you've attached the score, the student will be able to launch the task by clicking Open in Newzik as well, and see the score with the backing track and complete the recording based on your instructions. You can email support anytime using support@musicfirst.com. We're happy to help, so don't hesitate to reach out.